Hello again. Here we are for the keying exercise with comic relief. I'll start with Dan's homework. Let's have a look.
You're addicted to that thing. You should put it down. Nonsense. You're keeping up with the industry. Networking, getting inspired.
She's got a point. I need to make connections with potential clients, studios.
No. Don't you have school emotion homework to do? What? You lazy bum! Put that thing down and do your homework. Do your homework.
Yeah, well done, Dan. You can really see the progress from the very first exercise we had. Here the key is much cleaner. It's awesome to look at. I think that's great. One note I wanted to say to Dan, it's amazing to that's a great idea to do, is adding some lighting effect on the main character here as the angel and demon appear and disappear. Just make sure you can add that on the cheek, you can add that on the shoulder, a bit on the couch and on the back wall. That will make it more believable if you did it that way. I'm not sure about your spin coming off the side and then get to the center, because your spark's already centered on the apparition of the angel, but I think it's fun that you went with the spin effect. Does it spin? I'm not sure. I think it's not the most finished effect yet, but that can be a really fun thing when it all comes together. Okay, let's have a look a bit further. That's a really clean key. Got some details in the feathers here and there. And the halo is pretty good. Now the apparition of the demon. Okay, here it is. Something that's a bit tricky, and that's just because that's what it was set up at first. The spark here is massive, takes about the same space as her head. And then we go here and we have a teeny tiny spark that's the size of her ear. So if you can scale down this first one a little bit and scale up that second one, that would make them more proportionate to each other. And here again, I'm not a big fan of the spin coming from the side and then appear on the spark. I think the spark should wait until it comes there, or just have the spin start from the center. Anyway, nice work on the lighting again. Just make sure you follow the lines of the character a bit more. You could have one of her on her cheek and higher up on her forehead a little bit, and then one on her hand there. And if you want it on the phone, but that might be a bit trickier to do. That's good. I like your fire effect. It's pretty fun. Her hair here are great. I think it's awesome. And on top of that, if you have any small issues, you can always hide it with a little bit of a red glow and fire effect. So that's always a good thing. Here, that's a common mistake on a lot of students on this shot. It's the pitchfork disappearing a little bit as it goes on the back, because it just starts reflecting a lot of green. So make sure, if you need to, you can even use a small mask to add that in. And another one, it's here. When it starts getting some motion blur, the pitchfork almost always would gets green as an outline with the motion blur. So you can just tweak the curve to kill the green and bump up the reds for a few frames, or just tint it red. Make a small mask with an adjustment layer on it. It's really not much. It's just a couple frames to do that by hand, and then you're done with it. And I think it happens 2 or 3 times in the entire piece. If we continue there, this is pretty good. I like your motion is nice. The floating wiggle. Great detail here on the feathers, her hair, and halo is really nice. I love that you kept the wires. I think it's a great thing that makes the character even more ridiculous. And you can choose to just take it off, but if you do, then people should make sure to like take it off every time and like have really the two wires off. I've seen some people just have a half off, half on, which is not great. But that key is really nice. Then we're back here. There again, there's like that famous motion blur issue where some green would show up. So same thing, some tint or curve could help you there. That's pretty good. And the same issue on the back here. The bottom of the pitchfork is disappearing. And here, did you do that effect? Okay, here you went with like lighting her whole face, where if you can spend some time and like cut out a little bit the cheek side, you know how her face is like, you can really see the if you can make the angles a little bit of the light hitting her face would be great, and shoulder, back, the back wall and the couch as well would be great. And here again, the sparks are like massive, so I would scale them down a little bit. But all in all, that's a really strong exercise you put in. I love this one. I think that's one where you really see like how keying can add to a shot, because if every time we were seeing the angel or the demon, we'd be like, oh, that's not great, like that would take you out of the shot totally, when here it's never really the case. I'm like really going on teeny tiny details just to make sure we have it perfect, but we already get the whole joke without that. Okay, so well done, Dan. Let's have a look at Moritz. Moritz, who didn't name his project. So everybody, that's the thing that happened already a few times. I'm sorry for falling on you, Moritz. Everybody should make sure like that you put your name, your first name or initials on the file that you export and on the After Effects projects, because I'm downloading most of them, and then I have like 30 projects that don't have names on them, and it's a pain to figure out who's who. So that would help me a lot. Let's have a look and talk about it.
You're addicted to that thing. You should put it down. Nonsense. You're keeping up with the industry. Networking, getting inspired.
You know, she's got a point. I need to make connections with potential clients, studios.
No. Don't you have school emotion homework to do? What? You lazy bum! Put that thing down and do your homework! Do your homework!
Okay, good one. Let's have a look at a little bit more details. So again, I think that was a really nice touch to add some lighting. I would wait for the spark to start really to add the light. Like here you start a little bit earlier and there's not really a sense for it. And I would cut out that very first frame of the spark, and here have the light pop up. This is great. Adding some scale on the angel is also a nice way to do it. You could add some motion blur, like enable motion blur, so it just hides a little bit and make the transition more seamless. This works well. I like the glow you went with. It's a pretty nice one. Here I have an issue. The devil is not under the sparks. Like you just need to center those together, and the spark is a bit too small. And I would cut the first 2-3 frame of the sparks. I just feel like it starts way too small, and we just need to have that pop. Like starting here would help make it a sudden apparition. And same thing, enable motion blur, so you don't see like a teeny tiny devil, but just like the red coming at you, and then you see it when it's at full scale. Did you do the lighting on this? Yeah, so you have just a little bit of lighting. When we're so much closer, like you could go a little bit bigger on that. And I think having those sparks bigger would help as well. Yeah, a little bit of that same. It's not too bad here. Motion blur revealing the green, but no, this is pretty okay. This is always the spot. This is so painful. You can see just a teeny tiny outline that's not, and it's not close enough to yellow to go for it. It's really a bit green. So curve adjustment or a small tint on there would do the trick. Really nice detail on the hair. I think you did a great job there. That's looking pretty good. The floating is good. Okay, so here you went for cutting off the wires. Just make sure, like, I can just see a little bit of the where it connects to the head, and yeah, make sure you really get rid of it everywhere if you do that. And here you did turn off, yeah, you told me that, turned off the demon or devil as she goes mad. I go the other way around. I think I told you, what's that reference? Hades in Hercules, or he goes crazy. No, I'm cool, I'm fine. Yeah, have like the fire going much stronger would be maybe more fun for the comedic effect, and it would help hide, like here you just have a little bit of green spill on her hair, and I think that the effect you had on before would hide that a little bit, and now we can just see it a bit stronger here. Yeah, same here a little bit. You can see some green on the left of her face there. Same issue here with the motion blur, revealing some green. Yeah, we still see the pitchfork really well. That's looking good. And there again, I would cut the first few frames of this spark just because it starts so small. It's like lacking some punch. So start on this frame so it pops like this one a bit more. And make them a bit smaller. Like, I wouldn't want to be close to those sparks in real life. I think that's a bit aggressive. But yeah, other than that, great work. I think it's actually looking great. I love that you did the light effects. Just need a little bit more work to make it look consistent. But yeah, that's going to be a great looking piece by the end. Well done, everyone. I really think you guys killed it. And I'm looking forward for the next one, which is a much harder killing exercise for you guys. Have a great week. See you soon.